Hey there, my name is Gabriel Santos from gfsantos.com. I'm a professional life coach. I run my own blog on the website, and I do a bunch of other things, but those are the two main things. This video was inspired by and made specifically for one of my subscribers. Her screen name is Milly, I believe it's, MillyT86. Thank you so much for interacting with me on the comments and watching my videos. I can tell that you're going through some stuff right now, and this video and the other videos I'm making on these topics are helping you. And so this video is specifically for you, and it's about the topic of guilt and shame when it comes to addiction. And this comes from my own personal experience overcoming marijuana addiction / dependency. And I know I read that you want to quit smoking cigarettes and you want to cut down on a lot of other things. Before we get into that, I just want to share with the other people watching this that I used to smoke weed a lot. Not Snoop Dogg a lot, but at least once a day, 2-3 times a day, for like 5 years or so. I'm 26, gonna be 26 soon at the time of this video, and smoking every day is not really an issue in and of itself. What's more so the problem, so to speak, especially for people who experience being dependent or addicted to smoking or any kind of activity, is that there's this sense that you're doing it even though you know you don't want to, or you said you didn't want to, but you do it for some kind of reason. And typically, in my experience, and with my hearing other people's stories, it's you'll say to yourself that you're done or that you're not going to smoke tomorrow, and then tomorrow comes, and all of a sudden the only thing you can think of is smoking, and of course you give into that, and that right there it creates a sense of guilt and shame, if not in that moment, somewhere down the line. And so if you can relate to that process of saying you don't want to, or that you're not going to, but still doing it anyways, and then magnify that by years and years of doing that, there's a level of power, personal power, that you simply haven't exercised for a long time. And so what's happening is your brain and your body are now more in control of you than your conscious choice of what you're gonna do. Because, for example, I have my laptop here because I have notes that I don't want to lose my place. But for example, when you're conscious and you're living in a higher state of consciousness, so to speak, you're very aware and you're very in control of what you do with your body, and thus what you create with your life. Because if you're in a lower state of consciousness, or you're just kind of going through the motions in life, then you're pretty much on autopilot, and your results are going to be pretty much the same every year, and you're likely going to experience being addicted to something. Because in my experience, deep down, if someone becomes addicted to something, unless it's like heroin or meth, because things like weed or soda or smoking cigarettes or playing video games, those are not very addictive things in and of itself chemically. But people, you can become addicted to anything, and people can form relationships to those kind of activities that don't serve them. So and to give you more, I guess, credibility for me on why I'm able to speak on this topic, I've gotten to the point where I was able to make the guilt and shame disappear from myself and completely remove myself from the addiction cycle and the addiction experience. And anyways, I'm sorry, my camera cut off there, but as I was saying, I'm completely removed and no longer identify as, a marijuana addict, and I've really done the inner work and development to really get that there's nothing wrong with liking weed. That's a big part of what I'm going to share with you. There's nothing wrong with liking weed, there's nothing wrong with liking cigarettes, there's nothing wrong with liking soda, fast food, any of the stuff that the society or just people in general might consider wrong or bad. I'll get into that into a second, okay? So that'll sort of get rid of the shame part. You know, you're not wrong for doing any of this. And then the guilt part. So let's just get straight to the guilt, okay? So in my experience, the guilt is an intuitive feeling that what you're about to do doesn't really align with who you are and what you want for yourself, right? And it also might be the case that you're not giving yourself permission to do something that you enjoy. And so couple that with this idea that you're bad or wrong for doing something like smoking cigarettes, marijuana, or drinking or drinking or soda or eating fast food. Couple that shame with the guilt of thinking that, or of doing something that deep down you know that you probably don't want to do, but do it anyways. So that's where that all comes from. Okay, so what really made the difference for me to really get over the guilt and the shame was to talk to the one person who I was most afraid of admitting to that I A, smoked weed, and that B, I really like and enjoy it, and that I'm not going to sacrifice what I truly like to do in favor of what they think I should do. That person so happens to be my father. And here's the thing, guys, and here's the message for you, MillyT86, is that you gotta admit that you really, really like those things that you indulge in. You love it, like you'll love the hell out of it, and by doing that, you stop resisting yourself, you stop resisting your true desires, and you get to really express yourself. Because I don't know about you or anyone else watching this, I would really smoke a lot, but I wouldn't really be open about it. I would hide it. I wouldn't make it a part of who I am in the world, and there's a big, thing about it as being in the closet. You're hiding yourself, you're hiding your true expression, and that will kill your soul because you have split personalities. You pretend that you don't like something because you don't want to be judged, you don't want to be, rejected. But essentially you're judging and rejecting yourself already, okay? So by really coming clean and being open to people who you're afraid to tell this to, you get to really relieve the guilt and shame that you created in your own mind, okay? And in terms of another little parable about guilt, that's a morality thing, and let me give you an alternative perspective, okay? So if a lion kills a deer, to the lion, he's right. To the deer, he's wrong. The lion is wrong from the deer's perspective. So clearly, morality is a subjective thing, when really objectively, all that really matters is the cause and consequence of your actions, as well as the impact on other people. Now here's really a huge part, okay? So, true or false, the best version of you abuses smoking cigarettes or weed or any other substance. False, right? Clearly the best version of you doesn't do that. Okay, so what you gotta get is when the best version of you isn't living in the world, expressing itself in the world, sharing with the world your gifts, then the ripple effect is that people don't get the impact, the positive impact that you're here to bring to others. And so, in effect, when you do really live in alignment with who you really are and your purpose and your love and care for the world, yourself, and other people, then the ripple effect is massive. When you show up as someone who's positive and happy and fulfilled within yourself, my goodness, the people around you are going to be uplifted, and their vibes are going to cross over to whoever they interact with, and it's just a whole chain of possibility and positivity and love and appreciation. And it's not about, oh, we need to be positive and blah blah, fake it, because a part of being human is to really experience and, if you can, enjoy the darker side of life, the negative side of life. But as a human race, I'm really just going off now. As a human race, you know, it's our responsibility, especially us as the young generation coming in, that we are responsible for creating the type of world that we want to see now and as we grow older, really, because everyone who's old now is going to die, and it will be us who's in control. And no longer will we be able to look at the people who are older than us and blame them like, oh, the world is messed up. Well, who messed this up? You know, if the world is still messed up or not progressing towards, you know, an environment of love and freedom and compassion and success and joy and collectivity and community, that's our fault, right? That's our fault. Okay, I'm going deep right now. Okay. But the overarching message for you, MillyT86, and everyone else who's watching this is that, you know, you're allowed to enjoy and indulge in those activities that the world or even yourself judges and says is wrong. You're allowed to do that. You're allowed to do it. There's nothing wrong with it. And secondly, a big part of leaving the addiction cycle is reconnecting with yourself. And instead of running away from stress or fear, you know, in your life, you let it be, and you don't judge it, you don't put meaning to it, and you just, you tap into your own inner resources, and you know, you don't run away, because when you're disconnected from yourself and you're all in your head, you know, that's where all the thoughts of cravings come in. And even when cravings do come in, when you're at a higher state of consciousness, you really understand that the craving thoughts and emotions, along with other types of thoughts and emotions that you have in your life, those aren't things you need to react to. They're just thoughts. And the way thoughts are to you as a person are similar to the way your blood is. Okay, you don't identify with your blood. You have blood. It's a part of what makes you, a part of what composes your body. Like, you need it to survive. Same thing with thoughts. Okay, your thoughts, you know, especially the ones that are so ugly, like, you know, I'm not enough, or I hate that person, or F that guy, or F me, or whatever, I suck. Like, man, like, so many people could easily just better their day-to-day moment experience if they were just not attached or identified with those thoughts. Like, oh my goodness, dude. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I don't know how long this video is. Hopefully it's not too long and you got all the way to the end. And hopefully this video really helped you relieve this sense like you're a bad person and that you're wrong, and that by alleviating that guilt, you're freed up to really see what you're doing with your life more objectively, okay? And you're not bad, and it's 100% possible to really alter the way that you relate to all these things that have been hurting you and not serving you. Anything else? If you're interested in some one-on-one coaching or mentoring, please reach out to me. Excuse me, guys. At the time of making this video, this offer that I'm giving you guys is 100% free. It's out of my pure love and want to support you guys and have you guys really break free from the prison that dependency and slavery can turn out to be, and that you're really empowered not only to overcome dependency and addiction, but really to create the life that you really want, you know, and that includes the way you use weed and smoking cigarettes, and your body, you know, your money, your career, your family, your love life, everything, all right? You only get to live once, or rather you only get to experience the life you have once, I assume, okay? Let's spend it really creating the life we really want, because that's the time we're living in now. We're in the age of the internet, we're in the age of information, we're in the age of possibility and options and creation, and so yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you for tuning in. I will be posting videos more regularly moving forward. I don't have a schedule in place yet, but in the comments below, please share with me what you're going through, what you learned from this, and some possible topics on whether it's about smoking, substance use, or any topic really about life. You want to know more about me, anything, just put it in the comments below, and I'll reply to each and every one of them as long as it's manageable. And yeah, that's it, guys. All right, have a great day, have a great life. Stay tuned in these videos. I'm here to serve, I'm here to give value, post content that will help you and support you in your growth. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.